dancing down the stair. By this cross we read our family Bible, prayer by prayer.
In this room I have held my husband. In this chair I have nursed a son. In this house memories surround me one by one.
Today we are recording the cast album of Doctor Zhivago the musical.
All the writers and the composer and the director and creators of this show are together, putting it down for posterity with the original cast from New York.
We're at the Manhattan Center Studios in the Grand Ballroom.
It's beautiful in there. I mean, I walked in this morning, I was like, oh my God, look at this place. It's absolutely fantastic.
You walk in and it's like we're in this like huge ballroom. The orchestra's there, the cast, there's like so many mics and they're set up on stage. I mean, it's like so huge, which I guess just works for Zhivago, doesn't it?
So it was wonderful to hear that full, beautiful orchestra, those beautiful orchestrations again, and to be able to sing with that.
The sound is just overpowering.
Singing it here has been awesome because we're in the absolute same space as the orchestra.
They're right in front of you. So, I mean, most of the time we're just taking our headphones off and like, screw it, I'm singing with an orchestra live.
I've never heard the orchestra sound so pure and the voices sound so committed. It's beautiful.
Oh God, it's so good to see everybody. And it's so nice to sing these songs again.
To actually come back and see everybody as well, it's lovely, and everyone's really excited to be recording this finally.
This is a glorious day, and it's an honor to be a part of this recording.
I'll hold you in my arms so I can feel God in His perfection. This is why I live. This I know is real. To feel the way I do, forever free, forever true. On the edge of time, with you.
During the Russian Revolution and its aftermath as a musical. And then I said, yes, I'll do it. Because I love to do the crazy challenges.
How can you do Doctor Zhivago? This is this very big epic. How was I going to try to condense it? And I decided it's not something that should be condensed. It's something that should go into another form.
Lucy shares that sense of melody, I think, with the great Russian composers. She just has, a knack for creating melodies that get into your blood. And I also think the story of Yuri Zhivago and Lora Lee Gayer, and of course the Bolshevik Revolution and the creation of Soviet totalitarianism is one of the most important stories in history.
Mercy you plead, mercy you get. I'll be here waiting and watching you sweat like a rat in a cage, cringing in dread, cornered like me when the gutter ran red and the steel blades tore through our skin as the Tsar's guard bellowed its infamous call. Now reap what you sow. No mercy at all.
Lovely little Tonya, haven't you done well? Marrying this doctor
And a poet.
Time will tell. To marriage and children, those busy birds and bees, may the angels bless your happiness and spare me from it, please.
You take a very complicated book, but at the center, it's a simple story. It's a love story between two people, and those two people are involved with other people. So basically, it's three men in love with one woman, and two women in love with one man. And each of the scenes you decide to write about have to in some way further that story.
I feel you on my skin. You melt away the cold and pain and fear. And there may not ever be another day, but I know my life can't turn this way. I love you,
And I need to tell you now.
I need to tell you.
I need to tell you
We wanted to have an audience that was a universal audience. And so it was more of an infusion of the Russian palette.
She writes the kind of songs that you can whistle when you're walking out of the theater. And quite frankly, I had not a lot of experience with that. It also involved a certain pop sensibility where she came from, and I wanted to stretch myself. It was actually working with Amy Powers, who is a brilliant lyricist also, but has more experience in pop, that we kind of found the rhythm. And we both ended up working on everything.
But it comes as no surprise. She's as passionate, she's his wife. And I know I could never interfere. And a little of me dies when I look into her eyes. Is it anger? Is it sadness? Is it madness that brings us here?
My process with Michael Korie as a co-lyricist was a joy from start to finish.
One of the aspects of this show that I think hasn't been fully understood yet is how perfectly integrated it is in music, lyrics, and book. It's like a basket. It just weaves all the way through. So every element in itself seems familiar, but the way they've been put together is really very modern and very unusual. And I think as time goes on and people get to examine it more carefully, they're going to see that this was really quite a radical and interesting and complex show.
I will lay down my gun, though some call it treason.
Why should I die when I don't have a reason? One more death means nothing to anyone. Homeward I go, a soldier no longer, weary but stronger. My days on the battlefield are done.
But when dusk darkens the sky, I'll watch the moon and think of spring. Simpler days with time to spare until the day you're in my arms. I'll watch the moon and know you're there.
I want people to take away from this album the just sheer beauty of this music and these lyrics and the storytelling that comes across in these songs.
It's such a beautiful combination of all of the things that musical theater can do.
This is about the power of love, the power of art, and how what's at our core rises above in every situation that challenges us.
Great love, true love, however it ends and however it may not turn out the way we like it to be, it can often be the fuel for some really, really beautiful art.
It's about the fights we have within ourselves and then the struggles that we have sometimes with the political systems we find ourselves in and different people's reactions to that, people's choices in times of challenge and how art and love endure.
You feel the love and you feel the danger and you feel the hurt, and it's in the songs. So I think for people that didn't get to see the show, they'll get to still really live the story because the music is just so good.
I mean, the show, you know, as a complete piece was wonderful, and you know, and such an experience. But I do feel like the heart of this play is the music.
And that's where it's so good. I think the music of this show is brilliant, and the lyric, because the detail in it is it's there, and hopefully with with this cast recording, people will be able to sort of hear that and experience it and sort of live it with us, even if you haven't seen the show. I mean, for those who didn't get the opportunity to see it, hopefully we'll get something on which will remain forever, and for them to actually be able to be part of.
There's a secret hiding in your soul.
There's a secret hiding. It haunts you. It gets better.
I want to have it go out with the sense of glory that life and art and love live on after death. And that's what Dr. Zhivago is.